منكم صدق الله مولانا العلي العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله على النبي الأمي وآله صلى الله عليه وسلم صلاة وسلام عليك يا سيدي يا حبيبي يا رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وآله وسلم. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, we will continue with the 173rd covenant from this kitab Lawaqihul Anwar Al-Qudsiya fi Bayan Al-Uhud Al-Muhammadiyya, which is in relation to leadership skills and how an ideal leader should be, and the etiquettes and principles governing a leader on a macro level and on a micro level. यानी चाहे वो इमाम हो, चाहे वो पीर हो, चाहे वो उस्ताज हो, चाहे वो कायद रहनुमा हो, चाहे वो रईस हो, किसी भी शोबे से उसका ताल्लुक हो और वो हुक्मरां हो, चाहे वो वालिदैन हो, तो उन्हें किस अंदाज से अपने मातहतों के साथ, अपने मातहत जो रईयत है उनके साथ किस तरीके से मुआमला करना चाहिए, इसके बारे में हमने गुफ्तगू की थी। आज इंशाअल्लाह अज़्ज़ा वजल उसी तसलसल को बरकरार रखते हुए मज़ीद इंशाअल्लाह अज़्ज़ा वजल इसी किताब में से गुफ्तगू की जाएगी। Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. So at the end of the last dars, if you remember, Imam Abdul Wahhab Sha'rani rahimahullah mentions his own incident where some of his disciples did not listen to him. He became annoyed, irritated, completely vexed that his disciples are not even listening to him. This is obviously in relation to matters of the deen, and where they used to gather to do dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to recite the Quran every Friday night, i.e. the English Thursday night, but the Islamic Friday night. They then turned those nights into nights where they would recite the Quran in order to earn money. And then he mentions this entire incident at the end. He says, what I forgot to understand, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not compelled me to guide them. The only thing which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made me responsible for is to inform them, is to propagate the message. وَمَا عَلَيْكَ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغِ. He quotes the verse of the Quran. कि ए महबूब सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, इन अलैका इल्लल बलाग, आप पर तो सिर्फ मेरा हुक्म पहुंचा देना है। वो माने या ना माने ये उनके और खुदा के दरमियान है। और अल्लाह ताला ने ये भी फरमा दिया, फमिनहुम शक़ी व सईद, पहले ही से अज़ल से लिखा गया है कि एक शख्स खुशबख्त है या बदबख्त है। बल्कि हदीस शरीफ में है कि माँ के पेट से लिखा जाता है, फरिश्ता आता है, an angel comes and he writes and he decrees with the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this person who is still in the womb of the mother is a wretched person, a wretched individual, or a fortunate person. It is already written. So whether you propagate the message and the person, the recipient, listens to your message or not, it does not matter, it does not concern you. What concerns you is to pass on the message. لِيُبَلِّغُ الشَّاهِدُ الْغَائِبِ بَلِّغُوا عَنِّي وَلَوْ آيَةً. Okay? This is what we need to understand. So then he says, فَكُلُّ دَاعٍ إِلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى لَابُدَّ أَنْ يَقَعَ لَهُ كَمَا وَقَعَ لِرَسُولِ اللَّهِ صَلَى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ وَرَاثَةً مُحَمَّدِيَّةً. Everyone who invites others to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, har muballigh, har da'i deen, को वही मामला पेश आएगा जो नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को आपकी सीरत तैयबा में दीन के दावत के रास्ते में जो मामलात पेश आए, वही मामलात दाई दीन को भी पेश आएंगे। मक्का शरीफ में क्या हालात थे, ताइफ के मैदान में क्या हाल था, जब नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम दीन की तबलीग के लिए तशरीफ ले गए, तो बजाय ये कि आपके अमन व मोहब्बत वाला पैगाम कबूल कर लेते और अपने आप को जन्नत में दाखिले का मुस्तहिक बना देते, उन लोगों ने नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की तबलीग और आपकी दावत का जवाब पत्थरों से दिया। आपके मुबारक कदम शरीफ लहूलुहान हो गए थे। Nabi Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam har waqt فَلَعَلَّكَ بَاخِعٌ نَفْسَكَ عَلَىٰ آثَارِهِمْ إِن لَّمْ يُؤْمِنُوا بِهَذَا الْحَدِيثِ أَسَفًا. Perhaps you may depart from this world out of agony that these people are not responding to your message, that these people are not accepting your message. So then he says here, every caller, inevitably, every caller to the deen, every inviter, be it an imam, or a murshid, or a sheikh, or a maulana, or a hakim, or whoever he may be, or all that he may have, parents who call their children towards the deen, they will have to go through all these obstacles and hurdles and difficulties in inviting people towards Islam. Warathatan Muhammadiyya, and this is the Muhammadan inheritance, because you are treading the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are following in his footsteps. فيحجبه الله تعالى عن شهود انقسام أهل القبضتين أو قبضتين إلى شقي وسعيد. So at that moment of him propagating the message of Islam, he is made to forget the fact that he is veiled to see the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already decreed people into two categories. فَمِنْهُمْ شَقِيٌّ وَمِنْهُمْ سَعِيدٌ. There are those people who are shaqi, who are wretched, and there are those people who are fortunate. There are those people who will accept your message of Islam, and there are those people who reject the message of Islam. So do not be aggravated, do not be irritated, do not be annoyed or disappointed when you go to a non-Muslim, when you go to a person with the message of Islam and they do not accept your message. Do not be saddened, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already decreed فَمِنْهُمْ شَقِيٌّ وَمِنْهُمْ سَعِيدٌ. Subhanallah. यहाँ पे मुझे एक वाक़या याद आता है. मैं जब काहिरा में था और दूसरे भी लोग जिन्होंने काहिरा मिस्र की ज़ियारत की है, if you go to Jabal Muqattam, the famous mountain Al-Muqattam, mashallah, beautiful mountain, a region rather, where there are great awliya, and in one narration there are many sahaba as well who are laid to rest near Jabal Muqattam, or Mu'attam as they say. If you go near the Sifh Jabal Muqattam, the lower part of Jabal Muqattam, you will find the maqam of Shaykh Ahmad ibn Ata'illah Sikandari rahmatullah alayhi. Shaykh Ahmad ibn Ata'illah Sikandari rahmatullah alayhi, great saint. He was the murid and the Khalifa of Sayyid Shaykh Abu al-Abbas al-Mursi radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, who was the Khalifa and the Murid of Sayyid Shaykh Abu al-Hasan al-Shadili rahmatullahi ta'ala. His mazashib is in Cairo. Shaykh Abu al-Abbas is also in Alexandria, is in Egypt, rahmatullahi. See, he's the one who wrote the famous aphorisms, if you know the aphorisms, hikam. तो बुजुर्ग थे हनफी, हम हनफी मज़हब के पैरोकार हैं, और हनफी मज़हब के बहुत बड़े इमाम थे जिनका नाम था इमाम खातमुल मुज्तहिदीन al-Muhaqqiq al-Itlaq Sayyid Shaykh Kamaluddin ibn al-Humam rahmatullah, Sahib Fathul Qadir, who wrote the Sharh of Hidayah Sharif, Fathul Qadir. वो ये इमाम कमालुद्दीन इब्न हुमाम रहमतुल्लाह अलैह उनके मज़ाशिर पर गए, किनके मज़ाशिर पे? शेख अहमद इब्न अताला से कंद रहमत की मज़ाशिर पर फातिहा देने के लिए। सुभान अल्लाह। यानी इससे पता चला कि पहले से बुजुर्गान दीन औलिया किराम के मज़ार शरीफ पे जाकर के फातिहा देते हैं और उन बुजुर्गों के अनवार व तजल्लियात से मुस्तफ़ीद और मुस्तनीर होते हैं। पहले से ये चला रहा है। आप वहाँ कुरान शरीफ की तिलावत फरमा रहे थे, तो पता नहीं गालिब सूरह ताहा की आयत मुबारक या किसी और सूरत की, कि जब ये इस आयत पर पहुंचे फमिनहुम शक़िय्युम व सईद, तो उनमें से कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो बदबख्त हैं और उनमें से कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो खुशबख्त और नेकबख्त हैं। जब ये आयत पर पहुंचे तो मज़ार शरीफ से आवाज़ आई, शेख अहमद इब्न अताला सिकंदर रहमतुल्लाह ने साफ सरीह फसीह जुबान में फरमाया, लैसा मिन्ना शक़िय्युन, जो हमारी मजलिस में बैठ जाए वो कभी बदबख्त नहीं हो सकता। अल्लाहु अकबर। He said, as Imam Kamaluddin ibn Humam was reciting the verses of the Quran, when he reached upon this verse, فَمِنْهُمْ شَقِيٌّ وَسَعِيدٌ, there was a voice that came from the mazar, from within the grave, and it said, there are no people, those people who sit in our company, they are never wretched, they are always fortunate, they are always filled with bliss, they are always, they will always attain success and felicitude in this dunya and the next. So at that moment in time, Imam Kamaluddin Mulhuma rahmatullah alayhi left a wasiyah. He bequeathed that when I pass away, जब मेरा इंतकाल हो जाए, तो मुझे शेख अहमद इब्न अताल्ला सिकंदरी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह के पाइंती की जानिब आपके कदमैन शरीफैन की जानिब मुझे दफना देना, मुझे सुपुर्द खाक कर देना। आज भी आपका मज़ार शरीफ शेख अहमद इब्न अताल्ला सिकंदरी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह की पाइंती की जानिब मौजूद है। सुभान अल्लाह। So this was what I wanted to mention. Okay. So when you invite people towards Islam, you become annoyed, you become irritated. You know, every Jumu'ah you tell them, namaz, pray namaz पढ़ो, सफ़े सीधी करो, ये करो, वो करो, नमाज को दुरुस्त करो, ऐसा करोगे नमाज आपकी फासिद हो जाएगी. But still people don't listen, and imams become vexed. They become irritated, yes? Over and over again, you repeat the same thing over and over again, but people don't listen. But what we forget to understand that it's already been decreed. There are those people in whose fate it has been written that they will accept your message, but there are those who will deny that message. Obviously, with Muslims, inshallah azza wa jal, none of them will be shaqi, inshallah all of them will be sa'id, sooner or later, inshallah azza wa jal. But on a greater level, your da'wah which extends to the non-Muslims, there will be people who will accept your message and embrace Islam, but there will those who remain obstinate and stubborn, and they will remain on disbelief. They will not accept your message. So you should never be despondent, you should never be depressed, you should never lose hope. You should continue as the Prophet ﷺ continued. Okay? The Prophet ﷺ never once, even after Ta'if, did Rasulullah ﷺ leave the message of Islam? No. Even when the non-Muslims used to persecute and torture Rasulullah ﷺ, Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayt, who strangled Rasulullah ﷺ as he was praying namaz. The kuffar, even then in one narration, Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayt again, who threw the placenta of a she-camel on Rasulullah ﷺ on his blessed back whilst he was in a state of prostration. Did he leave the message of Islam? No. He actually said, when Abu Talib interceded on behalf of the kuffar in order to stop Rasulullah ﷺ, his nephew, from propagating Islam, he said, Ya ammi wallahi law wada'u ash-shamsa fi yamini wal qamara ala yasani ma taraktu hadha al-amr hatta yudhhirahu Allah aw ahlaka duna. By Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if the kuffar were to place the sun in my right hand, the moon in my left hand, I will not abandon, I will not forsake propagating Islam until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make Islam manifest, or Allah destroys those who do not embrace Islam. This was the persistence of Rasulullah. This was the sincerity which Rasulullah wants from every single person who invites others towards Islam. So then he says, وَعَنْ كَوْنِ ذَلِكَ حَتْمًا لَا بُدَّ مِنْهُ. And this decree, which is people being shaqi and sa'id, it is a decisive decision. It is a decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There will be people who embrace your message, there will be people who will not embrace your message. So don't be saddened. Don't lose hope. बाज़ लोग क्या करते हैं, माशाल्लाह उनके पास जज्बा होता है शुरू में, दीन की दावत देते हैं, दर्स देते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं, लेकिन जब देखते हैं कि लोग हमारा दर्स नहीं सुनते हैं, लोग हमारी दावत पे लब्बैक नहीं कहते हैं, लोग जो हम सिखाना चाहते हैं वो सीखते नहीं है, तो वो छोड़ देते हैं. अल्लाह अकबर. हज़रत नूह अलैहिस्सलाम का इखलास देखे, 950 साल तक मुसलसल अपनी उम्मत की तालीम और बहबूदी के लिए आप तबलीग करते रहे. कितने साल? 950. हमारी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अल्लाह ताला आप सबकी लंबी उम्र करे इंशाअल्लाह अज़्ज़ा वजल. 90 साल हो सकती है इंशाअल्लाह. 950 साल. अल्फ आमिन इल्ला 50 आमा. 950 years continuously he propagated the message of Islam, and there was only a handful of people who embraced Islam. This is the famous hadith in Sahihain where the Prophet ﷺ mentions how each of the Prophet will come with his community. There will be a Prophet with one follower. One follower. There will be another Prophet with 2, 3 followers. And then Sayyidina Musa ﷺ will come with, subhanAllah, a greater number of people. But Rasulullah ﷺ will look above the horizon and sad al-ufuq. The Prophet ﷺ ummah will cover the entire horizon. Subhanallah. So again, this is the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people accept your message, some people will not accept your message. All you need to do is وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغِ. The only responsibility that we've been given is to do what? Al-balagh. Deliver the message. हमारी जिम्मेदारी सिर्फ क्या है? पैगाम को पहुंचा देना, चाहे लोग आए या ना आए, चाहे लोग सुने या ना सुने, ये उनके ऊपर है। हमारी जिम्मेदारी क्या है? पैगाम को पहुंचा देना। आप में से हर शख्स, नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने इरशाद फरमाया, हर शख्स को दीन का पैगाम पहुंचा देना चाहिए, अगरचे एक ही आयत करीमा हो, अगरचे एक ही आयत हो, लोगों को पहुंचाओ। और वो सुने, वो अमल करे ना करे, ये उसकी फिक्र आप ना करें। आपकी जिम्मे सिर्फ क्या है? तबलीग करना। और आपको अल्लाह ताला इसका बेहतरीन समरा और अजर दुनिया में भी अता फरमाएगा, इसका बेहतरीन सिला आखिरत में भी देखेंगे। तो फिर ये फरमाते हैं रहमतुल्लाह अलैह, फलिज़ालिक यदीक़ु सद्रु दाई इज़ा असौ अमरहु फयहताजु दाई इला अल्लाह इला मुराक़बतिन शदीदतिन अला अद-दवाम उर्फ़न लिअन्नहुम क़ालू मुराक़बतुल्लाह अला अद-दवाम मिन ग़ैरि तख़ल्लुल फ़तरतिन लैसा मिन मक़दूरिल बशर फ़फ़हम। So then he says, it is because of this reason, because of being veiled from witnessing the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already divided people into two categories, the fortunate people and the wretched people. Because when the inviter towards Islam, the propagator of Islam, is veiled at the moment of inviting people towards Islam, he is veiled from seeing this and witnessing this. What happens? يَضِيقُ صَدْرُ الدَّاعِي إِذَا عَصَوْا أَمْرَهُ. He becomes discontented, he becomes annoyed, he becomes distressed when people do not listen to his message, when people do not accept the delivery of his message. So therefore he then says, every caller unto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in need of witnessing Allah, muraqabatin shadidatin, is in need of self-vigilance and contemplation to the best of his ability, that which is obviously within his capacity. Why? Because obviously the ulama, the Sufiya Karim says, muraqabatullahi ala dawam min ghayri takhallul fatratin laysa min maqdur al-bashar. To constantly be in the muraqabah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without any interruption, this is beyond the capacity of a human being. You cannot always be in the muraqabah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. हर शख्स और हर वक्त आदमी अल्लाह ताला की मुराक़बे में रहे, ये बशरी ताकत से बढ़ कर के है। तो फरमाते हत्तल मक़दूर, इस्लाम की दावत देने वाला, इस्लाम की तबलीग करने वाला मुबल्लिग, उसको चाहिए कि हर वक्त वो अल्लाह ताला उसके पेश नज़र रहे, अल्लाह ताला के करम और फजल पर उम्मीद रखे जहां तक वो उसकी इस्तिदात रखता है, सुभान, ताकि अल्लाह ताला फिर उसके दिल को नरम फरमाए, अल्लाह ताला फिर उसके दिल को तसल्ली अता फरमाए। वक़द क़ाल ली मर्रतन शख़्स मिन हुज़्ज़ाक़िल मुरीदीन अल-मुक़ीमीन इंदी लौला कथरतु मुख़ालफ़तिना लक मा अज़्ज़म अल्लाहु अजरक फ़अन्त मअजूरुन अला कुल्लि हाल इन अतअनाक व असयनाक फ़लकल अज्रु मिन अल-जिहतैन। मैंने पहले भी ये बात बयान की थी आपके सामने कि पीर और उस्ताद, उसका खसारा और उसका नफ़ा और नुकसान उसके मुरीदों के ऊपर है। अगर मुरीद अच्छे हैं, अच्छे से मुराद ये नहीं कि मालदार, क्योंकि पीर का नफ़ा जो है ना, ये नफ़ा दुनियावी एतबार से नहीं, पीर को जो सही मानों में पीर है, उन्हें जो है मुरीदीन के माल से कोई सरोकार नहीं। उन्हें तो मुरीद को दुरुस्त करना है, उन्हें मुरीद को बामुराद करना है, यही उनका मकसद होता है ज़िंदगी का, यही उनका मकसद होता है पीरी मुरीदी में। ये नहीं कि उनकी जेबों पर नज़र हो, उनके दिल पर नज़र होती है। तो बामुराद पीर और कामयाब पीर वही है जिनके मुरीद उनकी बातें सुने, जिनके मुरीद अच्छे हों, जिनके मुरीद नेक हों, जिनके मुरीद नमाज पढ़ें, कुरान शरीफ की तिलावत करें, गुनाहों से दूर रहे। ठीक है। सो यहाँ ये फरमाते इमाम शानी रहमतुल्लाह कि मेरे कुछ मुरीद बहुत नेकोकार माशाल्लाह, बहुत ही मुखलिस, उन्हीं में से एक मेरा मुखलिस मुरीद मेरे पास आया। जब मैंने देखा कि लोग मेरे अहकाम, मेरे हुक्म की खिलाफ वर्जी करते, तो एक अच्छा सच्चा मुखलिस मुरीद मेरे पास आया और उसने मुझे कहा कि अगर हमारी मुखालफत न होती, अगर हम तुम्हारे अहकामात की ज्यादा मुखालफत न कर दे, तो अल्लाह ताला तुम्हारा अज्र भी ज्यादा न फरमाता। जितनी हम ज्यादा तुम्हारी मुखालफत करते हैं, उतना ही ज्यादा अल्लाह ताला तुम्हें अज्र अता फरमाता है। अल्लाह अकबर। चाहे हम तुम्हारी बातों को माने या ना माने, अल्लाह ताला बरहा तुम्हें अज्र अता फरमाएगा। सुभान अल्लाह। This is how disciples console the hearts of their sheikhs. Imam Sha'rani says, one of my sincere, intelligent, wise disciples came to me and he consoled my heart. Subhanallah. He consoled my heart. And he said to me, oh my sheikh, you should never be in distress. Because were it not for our abundance of disobedience of your commandments, were it not for the oft disobedience that we do on our part in relation to your commandments, Allah subhanahu would not have increased your reward. So even if we obey you or disobey you, in both situations, you are always a winner. You are always in a win-win situation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never waste your time, will never put your time and your effort to waste. You will always reap the benefit and yield the benefit of propagating Islam, of propagating tasawwuf, of leading us on the path of tariqah. You will always be rewarded. Whether we believe, whether we obey you or disobey you, it doesn't matter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you. So then Imam Sha'rani says, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ تَعَالَى يَزِيدُهُ تَوْفِيقًا كَمَا أَيَّدَنِي آمين. Imam Sha'rani फिर उस मुरीद को दुआ फरमाते, ए अल्लाह उसकी तौफीक में इजाफा फरमा जिस तरीके से उसने मेरी मदद फरमाई. Ameen. Oh Allah subhanahu, increase him in tawfiq, in guidance towards the right path, in guidance towards good deeds, just as he supported me. Oh Allah, accept this dua. فإنه نبهني على أن ذوق الأمور ليس هو كالسماع بها. Because he alerted me to the fact that listening to something is one thing, and experiencing it is another thing. Look, you read the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, you hear about the struggle of the Prophet ﷺ in propagating Islam. You read about the 3 cycles and the 3 phases of propagating Islam, in secrecy to his family, and in secrecy to his companions, and then in open. In the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, when the Prophet ﷺ did i'lan nubuwah, he proclaimed his nubuwah openly, ﷺ. And the way he was subjected to torture and persecution, you have read all about this. So reading it is one thing, and experiencing it is another thing. When you go out and you go into the ranks of the non-Muslims, of the stubborn people, and you propagate the words of Islam, and then you are punched, and then you are abused, and then you are mocked, and you are ridiculed, then people chase you, then you understand reading is something and experiencing it something else. Experiential knowledge is different to reading in the books. Do you understand? He said, my murid had actually alerted me to the fact that ذَوْقَ الْأُمُورِ لَيْسَ هُوَ كَالسَّمَاعِ بِهَا. Experiencing and tasting things is not like hearing about it. Okay? وَثَبَّتَنِي حِينَ تَزَلْزَلْتُ. And he made my feet steadfast when I began to stagger, in terms of, obviously not from the straight path, in terms of when I lost a bit of hope in propagating deen to them. وَقَدْ ثَبَّتَ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى الرُّسُلَ بِمَا قَصَّهُ عَنْ بَعْضِهِمْ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had fully made his rusul and his messengers steadfast in propagating Islam, as he mentions in Surah Al-Ahqaf, verse number 35, فَاصْبِرْ كَمَا صَبَرْ أُولُو الْعَزْمِ مِنَ الرُّسُلِ. O beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, O prophets, exercise patience and have patience as those with great himmah, with great strength and power did from the messengers. In another verse in Surah Al-Tur, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاصْبِرْ لِحُكْمِ رَبِّكَ فَإِنَّكَ بِأَعْيُنِنَا. Allah ta'ala ke hukm par sabr karo, kyunki aap hamesha hamari nigehbani, hamari nigarani mein hai. Always exercise patience in relation to the matters of Allah, because you are constantly under our supervision. In another verse in Surah Al-Qalam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَاصْبِرْ لِحُكْمِ رَبِّكَ وَلَا تَكُنْ كَصَاحِبِ الْحُوتِ. Exercise patience in regards to the matters of your Lord, and don't be like the one of the great fish. Like he said, Yunus alayhi salam, and obviously there's an incident in relation to that. وَكُلُّ دَاعٍ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى عَلَى قَدِمِ رَسُولٍ مِّنَ الرُّسُلِ. Every single person who invites people towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is under the feet of a messenger, is under the supervision of a messenger. The awliya mentioned, Ghasipak actually says, وَكُلُّ وَلِيٍّ لَهُ قَدَمٌ وَإِنِّي عَلَىٰ قَدَمِ النَّبِيِّ بَذِي الْكَمَالِ. Every single wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is under the foot of a prophet, and I am under the feet of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. وَكُلُّ مَنْ جَاءَهُ بَلَاءٌ فَوْقَ طَاقَتِهِ احْتَاجَ ضَرُورَةً وَاللَّهُ هُوَ الْمُصَبِّرُ لَهُ إِنْ صَبَرَ. Every single person who is afflicted with a calamity greater than he can bear will be in need of sabr. And Allah subhanahu will give him sabr if he exercises patience. जो शख्स सबर करता है, अल्लाह ताला उसे सबर अता फरमाएगा. अल्लाह ताला उसके कदमों को साबित अल्लाह ताला उसको साबित कदम रखेगा. فلا يوجد أحد أتعب قلبا ولا بددا ممن يتولى أمور المسلمين لغلبة وقوع الملل منه وعدم تحمله ذم رعيته له لا سيما نظر المساجد. So therefore he says, no one can be found who is more physically, mentally, psychologically tired than those who are entrusted with ruling with the matters of the Muslims, those who are leaders, those who are guides, those who are imams, those who are sheikhs, those who are prime ministers who preside over the Muslims. Why? Because of in the majority of the time, they will become tired, they will become annexed, they will become vexed and irritated because of what their subjects and what their disciples and what their students say about them and their behavior in relation to them. وَعَدِمَ تَحَمُّلِهِ ذَمَّ رَعِيَّتِهِ, and the fact that these people, most often they will not be able to bear the criticism of their citizens. So therefore you will find leaders and prime ministers and presidents and imams and sheikhs the most physically and mentally and psychologically tired. You will find them the most tired in respect of their mental state, etc. Okay? Why? Because obviously you can't. If you are an imam, I'll give you an example. If you're an imam and then you meet 10 people, every single person complains. You did this, you did that, you should have done this, you should have done that. What will happen to you? It happens. Same with murideen, same with the prime minister, same with the king, same with the leader. Okay? And then he says, La siyama nudharul masajid. This is Imam Sha'rani rahmatullah alayh. He's talking about this approximately 500 years before. Especially those people who are presidents, nudharul masajid. Those people who are presidents and those people who are the principals and the directors of the masjid. You will find them in the greatest amount of stress, physical, mental, and psychological stress. Wallahi, this is no joke. This is what he says. فإن جميع المستحقين يؤذونهم بلسانهم ويشكونهم للحكام ويحملونهم على المحامل السيئة وأنهم يأكلون مال وقف. Because every single person who is the owner of the right will go to him and say, you know, this is what happened, my right was infringed, so please reinstate my right, give my right back to me. And they also lay false accusations to him. They will also lodge a complaint against the presidents and the prime minister and the principals of the masjid in the court. They will fight against the presidents and the prime ministers. Wallah, this is what Imam Sha'rani is saying 500 years before. This is what happens to people who are the presidents of the mosque, who work as the committee of the mosque. So if people want to become the president or in the committee, they need to study Imam Sha'rani. What does he say? He says the first thing that you need to have when you become a president of a mosque, when you become a member of the committee, overlooking the affairs of the people in the masjid, the first thing that you should have is tolerance and patience. Sabr or hilm. These are the two key things that you need to have. And they lay false accusations, they label false accusations on him, such as that he eats the money of the charitable endowments of the masjid, obviously. And then he mentions about Imam Umar ibn Abdul Aziz rahmatullah. He says, وَلَمَّا تَوَلَّى عُمَرَ بْنُ عَبْدِ الْعَزِيزِ الْخِلَافَةَ سَمِعَ جِيرَانُهُ بُكَاءً وَعَوِيلًا فِي دَارِهِ. जब हज़रत उमर इब्न अब्दुल अजीज रहमतुल्लाह अलैह खलीफा बनाए गए और आपकी खिलाफत राशिदा है. When he was appointed as a Khalifa, Sayyidina Umar ibn Abdul Aziz radiallahu ta'ala anhu, from the grandsons of Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab, from his daughter's side, radiallahu ta'ala anhu majma'in. The day that he was made a Khalif, his neighbors heard wailing and crying and weeping from next door. Allahu Akbar. They heard the family of Sayyidina Umar ibn Abdul Aziz crying. فَسَأَلُوا عَنْ ذَلِكَ. They inquired, why is this crying this night? Why are our neighbors Umar ibn Abdul Aziz and his family crying? فَقَالُوا إِنَّ عُمَرَ قَدْ خَيَّرَ زَوْجَاتِهِ وَصَرَارِيهِ بَيْنَ الْإِقَامَةِ عِنْدَهُ مِنْ غَيْرِ مَسِيسٍ إِلَىٰ أَنْ يَمُوتَ وَبَيْنَ أَنْ يَعْتِقَهُنَّ أَوْ يُطَلِّقَهُنَّ. हज़रत उमर इब्न अज़ीज़ रहमतुल्लाह जब खलीफा हुए तो आपने फौरन अपने घर वालों से कहा, आज और अभी मैं तुम्हें एक इख्तियार देता हूँ, या तो मेरे साथ रहो लेकिन मैं तुम्हारे साथ कोई भी जिनसी ताल्लुकात नहीं रखूंगा, या मैं तुम्हें आज़ाद कर दूं या मैं तुम्हें तलाक दे दूं, क्योंकि अब मेरे ज़िम्मे बहुत भारी जिम्मेदारी आई है। क़यामत के दिन मुझे हिसाब व किताब की बड़ी फिक्र है। मुझे ये खदशा है कि खिलाफत के उमूर में इतना मुनहमिक हो जाऊंगा कि मुझे तुम्हारा ख्याल तक नहीं होगा। इसलिए या तो तुम चाहो तो मेरे साथ रहो, लेकिन ये बात याद रखना कि मैं उमूर खिलाफत में मुनहमिक हो जाऊंगा। अल्लाह अकबर। यहां तक कि आप मुनहमिक हो गए खिलाफत के उमूर में कि 24 घंटे में सिर्फ मुख्तसर सा वक्त सोते थे, चंद झटके आपको नींद के मिल जाते थे बस। और फरमाते थे कि जब मैं दिन में सो जाता हूं तो मुझे फिक्र होती है कि मैं अपने नफ्स के हुकूक को मारता हूं, अपनी रैयत के हुकूक को मारता हूं। अब जब रात को सो जाता हूं तो मैं अपनी इबादत में कोताही महसूस करता हूं, इसलिए मैं न दिन में सोता हूं न रात में सोता हूं। अल्लाह अकबर। These were the true khulafa. This is why his reign of caliphate is known as Al-Khilafat al-Rashida, the caliphs who took the right path. He is known as the 5th or the 6th Al-Khalifat al-Rashid radiallahu ta'ala. When he took the office of caliphate, his family was seen to weep and cry. The neighbors and then inquired, why are you crying? They then said, as soon as Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu took on the office of caliph, or he was appointed as a caliph, he came to us and he says, I give you a choice. You can stay with me. He told his wives and he told his maiden servants, I give you a choice. Either you stay with me. Okay, either you stay with me, but till the end of my time, till I breathe my last, I will never engage with conjugal relationships with you. I will not be able to give you time. Or either I free you, I emancipate you, or either accept divorce from me. So they began to weep and they began to cry. Radiallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in. And there are many, many incidents that Imam Al-Azhari rahimahullah mentions, the Al-Ulum, about Sayyidina Umar ibn Abdul Aziz and his asceticism, his khawf of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One day what happened, his wife wanted to eat something, they didn't have enough money. One day she wanted to eat something. It was probably a halwa, a sweetmeat. So Sayyidina Umar ibn Aziz radiallahu ta'ala told her, each month, the monthly salary that I have, the monthly wage that I get, whatever budget remains, just keep it aside, save it. And at the end, inshallah, if we have the money, we can buy halwa. Agar kuch bach jaye paison mein se, to hum halwa kuch khareed lenge. At the end of the month, a few darahim, silver coins were left behind. So she brought it to Sayyidina Umar ibn Abdul Aziz radiallahu ta'ala. She said, all the coolness of my eyes, all the delight of my heart, this is my budget, this is what I've managed to save this month, so please buy us this sweetmeat. Then he said, is this the money that you've saved? She replied, yes, this is the money that we've saved. He replied, this means that the wage that I get is more than this, so what I need to do, this extra money that I get, I need to minus it, take this money and put it back into the Muslim treasury, put it back into Baytul Mal. This is excess money. There should not be a stipend, a pence, an ounce of money that should be saved from my wage every single month. This is extra money that I'm getting, put it back in Baytul Mal. It should be spent on the Muslims, on the poor, on the masakin, on the widows, not for us to buy sweetmeat. Allahu Akbar. This was the great Khalif of Islam, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. It was in his time that they used to say that a lion used to walk next to a flock of sheep. Yeah, a lion used to walk next to a flock of sheep. And radiallahu ta'ala anhu arda, the day that an old woman saw a lion devour a sheep, she then said something bad has happened today, and she was given the news that Umar ibn Abdul Aziz had passed away, left this mundane world. This was justice of the greatest level, radiallahu ta'ala anhu arda. Allahu Akbar. وَقَالَ قَدْ جَاءَنِي أَمْرٌ شَغَلَنِي عَنْكُنَّ. And then he says, such a matter has come to me, such a responsibility I have been entrusted with, that will distract me from you. فَلَا أَقْدِرُ أَلْتَفِتُ إِلَى وَاحِدَةٍ مِّنْكُنَّ. I will never be able to look at any one of you. I will never be able to, pay attention to any one of you. حَتَّى أَفْرُغَ مِنَ الْحِسَابِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. Until I am cleared of my accountability on Yawm al-Qiyam. Allahu Akbar. وبلغنا أنه كان لا ينام ليلا ولا نهارا إلا بعد خفقات وهو جالس. और हमें ये रिवायत पहुंची है कि आप न रात में सोते थे न दिन में सोते थे, सिर्फ थोड़े से वक्त के लिए कुछ झटके आप ले लेते नींद के, थोड़ा सा वक्फा आप थोड़ी सी नींद ले लेते थे. And it has reached us that he never used to sleep at night, nor during the day, only for a few moments, a few dozes, few moments that he used to doze off whilst he was sat. And he used to say, إِن نِمْتُ فِي اللَّيْلِ ضَيَّعْتُ نَفْسِي وَإِن نِمْتُ فِي النَّهَارِ ضَيَّعْتُ حُقُوقَ الرَّعِيَّةِ. If I sleep in the night, I neglect my own self. Yani I forsake the night vigil, which is for myself. And if I sleep during the day, I neglect the rights of the people, because there might be someone who may be knocking on the door demanding his right, and I was asleep and I could not fulfill his right. So therefore, in both times you never used to sleep. Radiallahu ta'ala. وَسَمِعْتُ أَخِي أَفْضَلِ الدِّينِ رَحِمَهُ اللَّهِ يَقُولُ, I heard my Shaykh Afdaluddin rahmatullah alayhi say, يحاسب المؤمن الذي لم يتول ولاية عن نفسه في يوم كان مقداره قدر وقت صلاة يصليها. मैंने अपने भाई शेख अब्दुल्लुद्दीन रहमतुल्लाह अलैह को फरमाते हुए सुना, वो मोमिन जिसको किसी हुक्मरानी की जिम्मेदारी न दी गई, न वो हाकिम था, न वो रईस था, न वो इमाम था, न वो शेख था, न वो उस्ताद था, न वो किसी का जिम्मेदार था, तो उसके हिसाब कितने वक्त में लिया जाएगा? उसका हिसाब इतने वक्त में लिया जाएगा जितना कि एक नमाज अदा की जाए, यानी मुख्तसर से वक्त में उसका हिसाब लिया जाए. लेकिन وَيُحَاسَبُ مَنْ تَوَلَّى وِلَايَةً عَنْ نَفْسِهِ وَعَنْ جَمِيعِ رَعِيَّتِهِ وَيُسْأَلُ عَنْ جَمِيعِ حُقُوقِهِمْ فِي يَوْمٍ كَانَ مِقْدَارُهُ 50,000 سنة. लेकिन जो शख्स हाकिम बनाया गया, उस्ताद बनाया गया, शेख बनाया गया, पीर बनाया गया, इमाम बनाया गया, किसी का जिम्मेदार बनाया गया, उसका हिसाब ऐसे वक्त में होगा जिसका वक्त 50,000 साल से ज्यादा होगा. इतने अरसे में उससे हिसाब लिया जाएगा अपने बारे में, और उसके मातहत हर फर्क के बारे में, उनके हुकूक के बारे में अल्लाह ताला उससे सवाल पूछेगा. इसीलिए हज़रत उमर इब्न खत्ताब रज़ियल्लाहु ताला फरमाया करते थे, अगर दरियाए फुरात, दरिया दजला के किनारे में एक बकरी चली गई, उसका हिसाब भी अल्लाह ताला मुझसे पूछेगा कि तुम्हारी रइयत में, तुम्हारी खिलाफत में एक बकरी चली गई थी, वहां पर गुम हो गई थी, उसका हिसाब, उसका किताब, उसका हिसाब दो आज उससे तुम आज उसके बारे में तुमसे हिसाब लिया जाएगा. अल्लाहु अकबर. एहसास जिम्मेदारी किस हद तक उन लोगों की थी. हर रात हज़रत उमर इब्न खत्ताब, he used to patrol the streets of Al-Madinah al-Munawwarah with his whip, and he used to attend to the needs of the people. There are incidents where we find, a buka'ul mar'a, a woman who was crying, because she was widowed, she had nothing to eat. She had a cauldron in which she had placed stones and there was water in it. And there were her children who were crying next to her, because she did not have enough food, enough money to buy food for the family. So then Umar ibn Khattab goes to the Baytul Mal, the Muslim treasury. He carries the bags and the sacks of flour. He goes back to that house. He mixes the water with the flour. He kneads the dough. He bakes the bread, and then he feeds the children with his own hand, radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And then he entertains the children. And the Khadim said, why are you doing this? He said, as I saw them in the first time that I entered the home, and I saw them crying, I will not leave this home until I see them smiling. So then I'm entertaining them. Radiallahu ta'ala anhu warda. Every single night he used to go. There used to be a woman. He went past a home, and then he saw a very destitute family. He heard them, the mother saying what? The mother saying to the daughter, "Oh daughter, mix water into the milk so that we can sell it, so that we can earn more money." यानी दूध में कुछ ज्यादा पानी डाल दो ताकि ज्यादा दूध हमारे बिके, हमारी आमदनी में कुछ इजाफा हो, ताकि घर के खर्चे हम पूरे कर सके. हम बहुत गरीब है, नाचार है, हमारे खर्चे पूरे नहीं होते, कुछ पानी मिला दो दूध के अंदर. Hazrat Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu ta'ala heard this, and he also heard that daughter saying, she was, subhanallah, she was what? Someone who had the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The daughter said to her mother, "Oh mother, you are saying that there is no one watching us, no one watching over us, so add water to the milk? Don't you see that Allah Al-Hayy Al-Qayyum As-Sami Al-Basir is always watching over us? even at this moment in time, where we are adding water to the milk and selling it to the people and telling them that this is pure milk. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows about this. Allah knows about this deception. Allah knows that we're deceiving our own selves. When Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu saw this and he saw the state of the family, he had fixed a monthly wage, a monthly salary, a monthly ration to support the family. And from that time until this day and age, even in the West, where you see income support, people who have income support every single month, that people who receive welfare benefits, this was from the time of Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. What happened with that daughter? As Umar ibn al-Khattab said, this is a daughter who is filled with the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I will choose this daughter to marry my son. And then later he had married his own son to this noble daughter radiallahu ta'ala anha. Subhanallah. These were the Khulafa al-Rashidun. When they took the office, when they took responsibility, they understood their responsibility. आज किसी को प्राइम मिनिस्टर बना दिया जाता है, उसको पता भी नहीं है कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर की जिम्मेदारी क्या है. कितने मुसलमान के केस अभी पता चलते हैं कि उन्होंने फ्रॉड किया, अपनी प्राइम मिनिस्टर रोल के अंदर उन्होंने लोगों का पैसा खाया, लोगों के पैसों से जमीनें बनाई, लोगों के पैसों से जमीनें खरीद, लोगों के पैसों से बड़े बड़े बंगले कोठियां बनाई. अल्लाह अकबर. उन्हीं के मुल्क के अंदर लोग गुर्बत की वजह से मर रहे हैं और वो लोग बड़े बड़े कोठियों में, बड़े बड़ी बिल्डिंगों में ऐश कर रहे हैं, आराम कर रहे हैं. Okay, so this is what we need to understand. So Shaykh Afdaluddin rahimahullah, he says in Sha'rani, I heard him say, the one, a mu'min who was never entrusted with responsibility, who never took on a leadership role, be it a leadership role on a macro level or on a micro level. What do I mean micro level? For example, parents, because there's a leadership role there, or an ustaz, there's a leadership role there. Obviously a sheikh, a peer has a leadership role. Okay, anyone who was not any of these, their hisab, their accountability will last for the duration of performing a prayer. That will be how short it will be. Okay. As for those who were entrusted with guiding people, with leading people, who were given the prime ministerial role, who were leaders of people, who were sheikhs and imams and asatidha and teachers, they will be held accountable. Ra'i, kullukum ra'in wa mas'ulun an ra'iyatihi. Every single one of you is a guardian, and every single one of you will be questioned with regards his guardianship, with regards his supervision, with regards those people who are under him, with regards his subject. As for those people who are prime ministers, presidents and leaders, their hisab will last in a day whose duration will be more than 50,000 sana, 50,000 years. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold them accountable in regards to themselves, to the rights of their subjects, to every single person who was under their leadership, under their guardian. Allahu Akbar. فَمَنْ قَامَ بِوَاجِبِ حَقِّ وِلَايَتِهِ كَانَ إِبْلِيسُ لَهُ بِالْمِرْصَادِ. As for the one who is entrusted with wilaya, with leadership, Iblis, Satan, always is waiting in ambush to ensnare these people in his trap, to deceive them in his trap. Satan always wants these people to fail. You remember that incident that I mentioned to you last week about who? Son of Dhul-Kifl alayhi salam. Son of Dhul-Kifl alayhi salam was not a prophet before. He was made a prophet afterwards. Alayhi salatu wassalam. What happened? Dhul-Kifl alayhi salam, he took on the responsibility of leadership when another prophet of his age left for jihad. He said, the prophet deputized him as his naib, as his deputy, as his leader, to lead the people that he leaves behind. So then what happened? During the day and night, he never used to go to sleep. He always used to be engaged in the matters of his people. He used to be engaged in executing justice amongst the people. One day, he got extremely disturbed, extremely tired. He just reclined to sleep, and then he heard a knock on the door. Who was that? That was Iblis. Because Iblis did not want Hazrat Dhul-Kifl alayhi salam to be a leader, because he saw the great reward that which Allah subhanahu is giving him. The first day this happened, the second day this happened, the third day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made manifest to him that this is Iblis. Seek refuge with me from him. So he said, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim, since the time Iblis left him. Because of Al-Khilafah Al-Rashida, because of his the beautiful way he used to execute justice as a Khalif, as a deputy of the Rasul, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him a prophet. Allah subhanahu made him a prophet, subhanallah. So then he says, فيدخل عليه الأمور التي يتقلق منها حتى يكاد يجزم بأنه يعزل نفسه من تلك الولاية. What happens? Satan constantly insinuates evil into the mind of the person, constantly raises obstacles and hindrances in front of the leader who is a just leader, so that the leader becomes disturbed by this and he wants to relinquish himself from this post. Why? Because Iblis sees the great reward that this leader is receiving. You know the reward of a leader? What is the reward of a just leader? One day of justice from a just leader is better than 60 years of worship. एक अदल करने वाला हुक्मरान एक घड़ी के लिए अदल इंसाफ करे तो उसका एक घड़ी के लिए अदल इंसाफ करना 60 साल की इबादत से बेहतर है। 60 साल यानी 60 साल की बात आप शायद समझे नहीं। एक हुक्मरान, एक बादशाह है, अदल इंसाफ करने वाला, एक घड़ी वो इंसाफ करता है तो उसका ये इंसाफ करना आम मोमिनीन की 60 साल इबादतों से बढ़कर के है। कैसे 60 साल? जिनकी रातों में वो क़ियाम करता है, जिनके दिन में वो रोजे रखता है। अल्लाह अकबर। दिस इज हदीस शरीफ में। तो कितना बड़ा अजर है। तो शैतान हमेशा क्या सोचता है कि चलो मैं उसको ऐसा फंसा देता हूं कि वो खुद अपने आप को माजूल कर देगा, छोड़ देगा, ये पोस्ट छोड़ देगा, क्योंकि शैतान नहीं चाहता कि बादशाह को अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से अजीम सवाब मिले। So what happens? Satan begins to put so much obstacles and pose so many difficulties to the just king, so that he forces the king to relinquish himself, to step down from his post. وَذَلِكَ مُجَرَّبٌ لِتَحْوِيلِ النِّعَمِ وَالْعُزْلَةِ مِنْ تِلْكَ الْوِلَايَةِ. And it is inevitably, this is what happens, these blessings are taken away from him. The king then steps down from his kingship, from his leadership. ثُمَّ إِذَا عَزَلَ يُحَرِّكُ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى عِنْدَهُ النَّدَمَ عَلَيْهَا فَيَطْلُبُهَا وَيُعَسِّرُهَا عَلَيْهِ حَتَّى يَقْهَرَهُ وَيَصِيرُ كَالْوَلِيِّ الَّذِي سُلِبَ. फिर क्या होता है? जब बादशाह अपनी बादशाह को छोड़ देता है, जब इंसाफ करने वाला हुक्मरान अपनी हुक्मरानी को छोड़ देता है, तो अल्लाह ताला उसके दिल में एहसास को पैदा फरमाता है, शर्मिंदगी को पैदा फरमाता है कि मुझे अफसोस के पैदा फरमाता है कि मुझे अफसोस हुआ, मुझे बादशाह रहना चाहिए था, कितना अल्लाह ताला ने उसमें अजर रखा था, लेकिन फिर वो चाहता है कि मैं बादशाह बन जाऊं। फिर अल्लाह ताला उसके लिए ये चीज़ बहुत बहुत मुश्किल कर देता है। फिर उसके बाद वो कभी बादशाह नहीं बन सकता। उसका हाल इसी तरह हो जाता है जैसे किसी वली की विलायत छीन ली जाए। अल्लाह अकबर। फिर बहुत मुश्किल के बाद उसकी विलायत वापस उसे दी जाती है। So then what happens when he steps down from being a leader? What happens? Then he regrets it. He regrets. I should have stayed as a leader. I should not have listened to Iblis. Then he reads the books of the hadith and he says, oh, the reward of 60 years worship for one day? Allah, I want to become a leader again. But Allah subhanahu makes it very difficult for him. He tries and tries and tries, but it is made very difficult for him until he becomes like the person, like the wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is stripped of his wilayah. A wali who is stripped of his wilayah, it is very difficult for him to become a wali again. In the same way, it becomes very difficult for a leader to become a leader again after he relinquishes himself or after he steps down, after he's taken away from him. وقد وقع لبعض إخواننا أنه تقلق من كثرة الواردين عليه وكلفتهم ومؤنتهم فقلت له إن الناس يتمنون أن يكون موضعك في النعمة ويصبرون على ضيافة الناس وقضاء حواجهم. मेरे साथ क्या हुआ कि एक मेरे भाई थे, वो भी शेख थे, वो भी पीर थे और उनकी खानका थी। उनकी खानका में हर रोज खाना पकता था। अल्लाह माशाल्लाह। हर रोज मुरीदीन आते थे, लोग आते थे। एक यूं समझो कि उनकी जो खानका थी वो मुसाफिर खाना था। माशाल्लाह लोग आते जाते थे, सुभान अल्लाह, खाते जाते थे, पीते थे, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। तो एक दिन बहुत परेशान हो गए। कहा कि इतने लोगों का खर्च उठाता हूँ, इतनी परेशानी मुझे होती है, खाना खिलाता हूँ, इनके पीछे मुझे वक्त ज़ाया करना पड़ता है। तो एक दिन शिकायत करने लगे। तो मैंने उनसे कहा कि लोग तो तुम्हें रश्क की निगाह से देखते हैं। लोग तो ये चाहते हैं कि सुभान अल्लाह कैसे अजीम बुजुर्ग है ये। काश हमारे पास भी इतनी नेमतें होती, तो हम भी लोगों के दरमियान ये खाना तकसीम करते, हम भी लोगों को, फुकरा को, गरीबों को, मिस्कीनों को खाना खिलाते जैसे आप खिलाते हैं। तो उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं, मैं ये चाहता हूँ, इख्तरतु अन अदखुल मिस्र व अस्कुन फी बैती मिन गैर ज़ावियत वला मुरीदीन, मैं चाहता हूँ कि काहिरा चला जाऊँ, कायरो चला जाऊँ, और मैं चाहता हूँ कि एक बिल्कुल खानका से दूर हो जाऊँ, मुरीदीन से भी अलग हो जाऊँ, मैं बिल्कुल अलग थलग हो जाऊँ, क्योंकि मैं ये सारी जिम्मेदारी मैं अब कबूल नहीं कर सकती, ये बहुत झंझट मुझे नहीं पड़ना है। ये मुरीदों का खाना खिलाना, ये दस्तरखान बिछाना, ये खाना पकाना, खाना लाना, उसके पैसे देना और फिर दस्तरखान बिछाना और उनके खाने तक इंतज़ार करना, ये सारी झंझटें मुझे परेशान कर रही है, मुझे ये सारी चीज़ें नहीं चाहिए। तो क्या हुआ, उसी हफ्ते क्या हुआ, किसी शख्स ने जाली कागज़ बनाए और उनके खिलाफ मुकदमा किया और ये कहा कि ये जो पीर जो खानका में खाना खिलाते हैं, ये खाना मेरी तरफ से आता है, ये समझते हैं कि ये खाना वो खिलाते, नहीं, मैं खिलाता हूं, सारे पैसे मुझे मिलने चाहिए। तो उस दिन से हाकिमों ने उस शेख को जाविये से निकाल दिया। क्या हुआ, शेख को जाविये से निकाल दिया। तो इमाम शाअरी फरमाते हैं, मैं उनके पास गया और मैंने कहा, आपको पता है एक हफ्ते पहले आप क्या कह रहे थे, जो अल्लाह ताला ने जो नेमतें तुम्हें दी थी, जो लोग तुम्हारे पास मेहमान खाना लेकर के आते थे, तुमने उस पर कनात नहीं की, तुम खुश नहीं हुए, तुम तो उसको एक बोझ समझ रहे थे। अब देखो तुम्हारा बोझ निकल गया तुम्हारे हाथ से, तुम्हारी जिम्मेदारी निकल गई। बहुत कोशिश की उन्होंने कि हाकिमों से वो पोस्ट वापस ले ले, वो खानका वापस ले ले, लेकिन वो पोस्ट उन्हें वापस नहीं मिली। यही हाल हाकिमों का होता है। जब हाकिम अदल इंसाफ के साथ हुक्मरानी करता है, फिर इसके बाद शैतान वसवसे डालता है और अपनी पोस्ट से अलग हो जाते हैं, फिर चाहते कि वो वापस हुक्मरान बन जाए, फिर वो पोस्ट उनको वापस नहीं मिलती है। इसीलिए हर शेख को, हर इमाम को, हर पीर को चाहिए कि अपने मुरीदीन और मुक्तदियों के हवाल पर सब्र करे, क्योंकि ये चीज़ अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से एक इम्तिहान की तरह होती है। जब इम्तिहान में अल्लाह ताला उसे कामयाबी अता फरमाए, फिर उससे बेहतर अल्लाह ताला उसे इनाम दुनिया में भी अता फरमाएगा, आखिरत में भी अता फरमाएगा। What happened, obviously, beautiful narration he mentions here. One of our brothers, he became greatly disturbed because there were so many attendees coming to his khanqah, coming to his zawiyah. He used to feed them, the expenses that he used to meet, the responsibilities that he had, the provision that he used to give them. He became completely stressed and disturbed. He said, you know what, I want to leave everything. I want to step down. I want to finish all of this. I want to go out of this house. I want to go in a cave. I'm fed up. Oh, constantly feeding people every single day, dal, chawal, rice and curry and meat, and every single day different dishes, and bringing food from here, from there, meeting the people's wages, giving wages to people, giving them expenses. I don't want to do all of this. So Imam Sha'rani says, I told him, you are very lucky, you are very fortunate that these fuqara, these poor people, these people are coming to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving them rizq through your means, through your mediation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala तेरे वसीले से अल्लाह ताला उन्हें रिस्क अता फरमाता है, और अल्लाह ताला इन मेहमानों की वजह से तेरे रिस्क में खूब बरकत अता फरमाता है। इसलिए तुम इस पोस्ट से माजूर ना होना, इसको मत छोड़ देना। लेकिन उन्होंने एक मेरी नहीं मानी। I told him there are many people who look at you with the eye of envy, obviously positive envy, which was rashk, ghibta. And they say, if only we had these blessings, we would have also distributed food amongst the people. Okay? And we would have also fulfilled their needs. So he said, you know what I want to do? I want to go back, I want to go to the city, I want to go to Cairo, I want to stay indoors in a house without a zawiyah, without a khanqa, without any disciples, without all of this, all of these people around me. I'm just completely fed up. Okay? Stirring the spoon all the time to feed the people, getting the cold and hot, and then taking the food out and putting it into the plates and putting the plates in front of the people. I'm completely fed up. So what happened? فَفِي تِلْكَ الْجُمْعَةِ قَيَّضَ اللَّهُ تَعَلَّهُ مَنْ زَوَّرَ لَهُ مَكَاتِيبٍ. That very week, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed that there was a person who forged documents. He forged made counterfeit documents. وادعى أن تلك الرزقة الموقوفة على سماط الفقراء الواردين والمقيمين له. And this person, this false claimant, claimed in the court that the food that sheikh gives in the Zawiyah, it belongs to me. I am the one who gives them the money to get the food. It is not him. I give them the food rations. I give the money. I supply him with the money to buy the food. The money belongs to me. So therefore the Zawiyah belongs to me. So what happened? He won the case. The false claimant won the case. The sheikh was stripped of his post. وَصَارَ شَيْخُ الزَّاوِيَةِ يُبَرْطِلُ الْحُكَّامَ عَلَى رُجُوعِهِ. The ex-original sheikh even began to bribe the government. Please give me my post back. But they فَلَمْ يُجِيبُوهُ إِلَى وَقْتِنَا هَذَا. Till this date, they never replied back to him. They never answered it. They never listened to him. فَذَكَّرْتُ. One day I went back to that sheikh of the Khang. I told him, Didn't I tell you that thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you are in a position that people are given risk through you. You are a means and a mediation of people attaining risk. Thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Exercise patience. Allah will give you even more risk. But you didn't listen to me. فَاسْتَغْفَرَ. When he listened to my reminder, he sought forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَاصْبِرْ يَا أَخِي عَلَىٰ رَعِيَّتِكَ كُلَّمَا مَلَّتْ نَفْسُكَ مِنْهُمْ. तो ए मेरे भाई अपने मातहतों के मामले के बारे में सब्र कर. जब भी तेरा दिल गमगीन हो जाए कि वो लोग मेरी बात नहीं मानते, मेरी औलाद मेरी बात नहीं मानती, मेरे मुरीदीन मेरी बात नहीं मानते, मेरे शागिर्द मेरी बात नहीं मानते, मेरे मातहत मेरी रैयत मेरी बात नहीं मानती, तो सब्र करो. अल्लाह ताला तुम्हें इस सब्र का बेहतरीन फल दुनिया में अता फरमाएगा और उसका बेहतरीन अज्र और सिला आखिरत में भी तुम देखोगे. وَعَذِرْ كُلَّ مَنْ فَرَّ مِنْ وِلَايَتِهِ فِي هَذَا الزَّمَانِ الْمُبَارَكِ وَلَا تَسْخَرْ بِهِ تُبْتَلَى بِنَظِيرِ ذَلِكَ. He says, whenever you become impatient and vexed in relation to the matters of your subjects or the matters of your disciples or your murideen, exercise patience. And then he also gives a word of advice. Excuse those people who relinquish themselves from leadership roles, who step down from being a leader. Excuse them and have a good opinion about them. Don't backbite them. Don't say ha 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 ha, coward. Some people, when some people go on a prime ministerial role or a presidential role or an imamat role or a role of a murid, of a peer, of a teacher, and they can't handle it, other people begin to, and then they step down, people begin to taunt at them, people point fingers, look at him. He couldn't handle his job, he couldn't, handle his role properly. Don't, لا تسخر منه. Especially in this day, don't mock with people, otherwise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put you under the same test and you will fail badly. What happened one day? He mentions this incident. What happened one day? There was a qadi, a judge, and he had a neighbor. Okay, एक पड़ोस थे, उनके पड़ोसी में एक काजी रहता था. काजी यानी जो फैसला किया करते थे. तो पड़ोसी ने ये बयान किया कि ये जो मेरे साथ रहने वाला काजी है, हाकिम, जो फैसला करने वाला है, वो बहुत बदजुबान था, बहुत ही गुस्से वाला था और हमेशा लोगों को डांटता था, डपटता था, गुस्से से उनके साथ बात करता था. तो ये पड़ोसी जो है उसको हमेशा समझाता रहा कि ये कैसे अखलाक है तेरे, कितना गुस्सा करता है तू, कितना परेशान होता है, कितनी तू गालियां बकता है. लोग तेरे पास फैसले करने के लिए आते हैं, तू गुस्से के साथ उनके साथ बातें करता है. तो एक रोज क्या हुआ, वो काजी को किसी तबीब के पास, किसी डॉक्टर के पास जाना हुआ. तो काजी ने कहा कि आज तू मेरी जगह संभाल. तू कहता था ना कि तू बहुत गुस्से करता है वगैरह, तो आज तू मेरी पोस्ट पे चला जा, एक दिन के लिए, सिर्फ एक वक्त के लिए. तू आज काजी बन जा, मैं दवा खाने के लिए जाता हूं, उतने अरसे में तू ये फैसले करने की सारी जो मामले हैं तू ये तेरे सुपुर्द करता हूं. तो क्या हुआ, ये पड़ोसी जो है वो फिर काजी बन गया, नायब काजी बन गया. एक शख्स आया, उसने झूठ के साथ ये दावा किया. दो लोग आए, एक शख्स ने दावा किया, झूठा दावा किया कि ये जो दूसरा शख्स है इसने मेरे 100 दीनार लिए हैं, इसने चोरी किए हैं, मेरे 100 दीनार 100 सिक्के जो है इसने चोरी किए हैं और कहो उससे कि वो मेरे सिक्के मेरे पैसे वापस करे. तो मैंने उससे कहा कि तू दावा करने वाला है, हर दावे के दलील चाहिए, गवाह चाहिए, तो तेरे गवाह कौन से हैं? तो उसने जो है 8 गवाह पेश किए. कितने गवाह? कहीं से 8 गवाह ढूंढ लाया. उसने कहा होगा तुम्हें कमीशन मिलेगी, परसेंटेज शेयर कर लेंगे हम, एक दीनार. कुछ झूठे गवाह लाया. तो मैंने कहा ये तो सारे झूठे गवाह हैं. तो फिर क्या हुआ, अगर ये कहा जाए हाकिम के सामने कि ये झूठे गवाह है, तो फिर मुज़क्की लोग आते हैं, यानी सफाई पेश करने वाले। तो वो झूठे गवाह भी लाया और सफाई पेश करने वाले भी लाया कि ये जो गवाह है बिल्कुल सच है। तो वो बिल्कुल परेशान हो गया, जो नायब काजी था, जो पड़ोसी था, जो नायब काजी बना हुआ था। तो नायब काजी ने क्या कहा, उस शख्स से कहा कि जिसके खिलाफ ये फैसला होने जा रहा था, कि तू अब क्या कर, हर रोज जो है तू उसे एक सिक्का, सोने का उस्मानी कहा जाता है, उसको एक सिक्का दे दिया कर। उसने कहा नहीं, मैं एक भी नहीं दूंगा, ये झूठा दावा कर रहा है, मैं क्यों दूं उसको। कहा चलो एक हफ्ते में एक सिक्का दे दिया कर। ना, मैं ऐसा नहीं कर सकता हूं। कहा एक महीने में एक सिक्का दे दिया कर। कहा मैं हरगिज नहीं दूंगा, ये झूठा है। तुम क्या कहते हैं, उसके मुवाफिक क्यों तुम फैसला कर रहे हो। आपके सामने सारे दलाइल है कि मैं हक पर हूं, उसके मुवाफिक तुम क्यों फैसला कर रहे हो। तो कहा चलो एक साल में एक सिक्का दे दिया कर। उसने नहीं मानी। तो ये नायब काजी गुस्से में आ गया। उसने अपने सर पे जो फेंटा, जो यानी इमामा तो नहीं कहूंगा, जो पगड़ी बांधी हुई थी, उसको नीचे फेंकी और उस पर उसने जोर से अपने कदम लगाए, ऐसे उस पर जोर से ऐसा किया। और फिर फौरन जो असली काजी है उसको ढूंढने के लिए गया और कहा कि लो, तुम्हारी जिम्मेदारी वापस ले लो, मुझे माफ कीजिए, अब कभी भी मैं काजी नहीं बनूंगा। तो इससे पता चला कि हर शख्स की पोस्ट अलग अलग होती है, हर शख्स परेशान अपने एतबार से होता है। किसी की पोस्ट पर, किसी के मामले पर हंसना नहीं चाहिए, वरना अल्लाह ताला तुम्हें भी मुब्तला फरमाएगा, तुम्हारा भी इम्तिहान लेगा, जिस तरीके से अल्लाह ताला इसके इम्तिहान लिया। So there is this beautiful incident here. Whenever you see someone on a post and he becomes disturbed and he is angry, don't mock them. Admonish them in the best of all manners. He then mentions a beautiful narration. He says, Amir Muhyiddin ibn Abi Asbagh, one of the Arkanul Dawla, one of the government officials of Egypt, he told me this incident, that there was a neighbor of a qadi, of a judge. This judge was very bad-mouthed, used foul language, was very stern, was very harsh, was very angry. He had a very angry attitude. His neighbor constantly used to rebuke him. Why have you got this attitude? Why are you stern? Why are you angry? Why can't you speak softly and nicely with people? Yeah. So what happened one day? The judge wanted to drink medicine, wanted to go to a doctor, and said, I'm going to the doctor, I need to get my medication from him. You take my post. Yes? I deputize you as my my deputy. You take on the post of judging between, you become a judge. What happened coincidentally, as he went, this deputy judge, which was his neighbor, he was sat in the office on the chair. Two people came. One person claimed that the other person had looted me for 100, you can say 100 pounds. He looted me, he stole my 100 pounds. He was false, he was a liar. Okay? The other person was completely innocent. So this Naib Qazi looked at the situation. He said, no, you are false claimant, you are a claimant. Where are your witnesses? The false claimant brought not one, 8 witnesses. The neighbor, who was the Naib Qadi deputy, then said, all these witnesses are false, I can see all of them, they are all false. So what he did, he brought those people who bore witness, false testimony, that these false witnesses are true witnesses. He became completely perplexed. So I said, you know what? He told the person who was innocent, you know what to do? Every single week, just give him £1. He said, I won't do that. Why should I give him £1? When I'm in the right, he's in the wrong. When he's falsely claiming that I've looted him for £100, why should I give him 100? Why should I give him £1 even every week? Why should I do that? Allahu Akbar. So that if you can't do that, give him £1 every single month. Just get away from here. Just give him, let me just finish the decree here. Let me just pass a judgment. Just go away, please. Give him £1 every single month. He said, I won't do that. He said, if you can't do that, just give him £1 every single year. Just £1. He said, I won't do that. What did he do? He then threw his topi or whatever he had on his head on the floor. He stamped on it. Okay, he said, and then he became completely vexed and irritated and annoyed. He went back to the original Qadi judge. He said, please forgive me, you go back to your post, never ever deputize me as your judge, I will never ever take on this post ever again. So therefore, excuse people. Every person, لِكُلِّ مَقَامٍ رِجَال. For every station there are people. For every person there is a job. Okay? Some people say, if I become a prime minister or president of the masjid, I'll do this and I'll do that. When they take on the job, they say after a week, I resign. I can't take this job. Okay? So admonish people in the best of all ways. Don't criticize people. Support them, help them. Okay? Allahu Akbar. وَمَا ذَكَرْتُ لَكَ ذَلِكَ يَا أَخِي إِلَّا لِتُقِيمَ الْأَعْذَارَ لِلنَّاسِ فِي هَذَا الزَّمَانِ إِذَا لَمْ يَصْبِرُوا عَلَى رَعِيَّتِهِمْ. The only reason why I mentioned to you this incident is that, oh my brother, that you find excuses for people in this era when they are impatient in regards to their subjects. Whenever you see a leader, whenever you see an imam, whenever you see a sheikh who is vexed and irritated with his disciples, with his murids, with his subjects, excuse them. Okay? उन्हें माफ रखो, उनका उज़्र साबित रखो. فإنهم في النصف الثاني من القرن العاشر الذي اختفى فيه أكابر الأولياء لعجزهم عن شروط الظهور من الصبر على مروق الناس من الحق وتكليفهم الولي أن يرد عنهم الأقدار مع تماديهم على القبائح فاعلم ذلك والله عليم حكيم. Because now people are in the second half of the 10th century. अब लोग 10वीं सदी के आखिरी हिस्से में है. ये उस जमाने की बात कर रहे हैं, उस जमाने की बात कर रहे हैं. 10वीं सदी हिजरी. अल्लाह अकबर. हम 15वीं सदी हिजरी में हैं. वो 10वीं सदी हिजरी की बात करें, 500 साल पहले की बात कर रहे हैं. वो कह रहे इस जमाने में हम 10वीं सदी के निस्फ हिस्से में हैं, जिसमें अकाबिर औलिया किराम अब छुप गए हैं. क्यों? इसलिए कि जाहिर होने, औलिया किराम को जाहिर होने के लिए शर्त यह है कि वो लोगों के मुआमलात पर सब्र करे. उनसे सब्र नहीं हो सकेगी जब वो लोग नमाज नहीं कायम रखेंगे, अल्लाह ताला के अहकामात की खुली नाफरमानी करेंगे, उनसे सब्र नहीं हो सकेगा. इसलिए तमाम औलिया किराम छुप गए हैं. इस जमाने में भी बड़े बड़े औलिया किराम छुप गए हैं. अगर वो जाहिर हो जाए और तुम उनके सामने अल्लाह ताला के हुक्म की खिलाफ वर्जी करो, अगर वो उनकी जुबान से कुछ निकल जाए, तुम तबाह हो जाओ. इसलिए वो तुम्हारे लिए रहमत की बिना पर वो छुप जाते हैं. He says, because people in this day and age, they have now entered into the second half of the 10th century, where the greatest, the creme of the awliya have hidden themselves. Why? Because one of the greatest requisites and the conditions of revealing, of the wali revealing himself, disclosing himself, the first condition is that he exercises patience when people go against the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when people digress from the commandments of Allah, from the path of the truth, he remains patient. Why? Because if he does not exercise patience, and if he utters a word against that person who rebels against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that person and his entire nation will be destroyed because of the bad dua of a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَتَكْلِيفِهِمُ الْوَلِي. And what also happens? People then burden and bother and mither the wali to make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he removes the calamity, even though these people are worthy of the calamity befalling them because they rebel against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. वो फरमाते हैं औलिया किराम इस वजह से भी छुप जाते हैं, इसलिए कि अगर वली जाहिर कर दे कि मैं वली हूँ, मेरी दुआएं कबूल होती है, तो बेनमाजी लोग, फासिक और फाजिर लोग, शराब पीने वाले लोग, ड्रग्स लेने वाले लोग, और जो अल्लाह ताला के अहकामात के खिलाफ काम कर रहे हैं, ऐसे लोग कहेंगे कि ए शेख, ए बुजुर्ग, अल्लाह ताला तुम्हारी दुआएं कबूल करता है, हमसे दुआ करे कि अल्लाह ताला हम पर जो बला उतरती है उसको खत्म फरमा दे. हालांकि ये लोग मुस्तहिक है इस बात के कि अल्लाह ताला उन्हें अजाब दे, लेकिन वो मजबूर करेंगे वली को कि वो दुआ करे कि अल्लाह ताला उसकी तकदीर को उठा ले. इसी वजह से अल्लाह ताला के औलिया छुप जाते हैं, ताकि लोग जो गुनहगार है, जो अजाब के मुस्तहिक है, वो फिर वली को मजबूर न कर सके. There are many people who go against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't pray their namaz, don't perform hajj, don't give zakah, don't fulfill the rights of their parents, don't fulfill the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're inwardly and outwardly rebelling against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're worthy of being enveloped in chastisement and the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what happens when they know someone is a wali? They will go to the wali, knock on his door. Oh wali of Allah, please make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, I take drugs, yes. I miss my namaz, yes. I don't pray the Quran, yes. I take usury, I do this and do that. But make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he alleviates the punishment. So because of this reason, because of this bothering and mithering of the people, the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have hidden themselves. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to truly acknowledge and truly understand the lessons and principles from this lesson. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the tawfiq to do ziyarah of the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. MashaAllah.